The Boilers have just finished their final preseason game, and they're preparing to take on Bucknell in just a few more hours at Mackey Arena. It's an experience many students stopped by before, after, and during class. The race experience creates a computer-generated image of people and transforms it into a different race. I spoke with a few students to hear their initial responses. 50 members of the fraternity have to move by the end of the semester next month, but they will be on probation until 2014. Founder and Executive Chairman Brian Lamb is visiting Purdue University at Lawson Hall. It's the day before the elections, and he's here to inform students on the two candidates, President Barack Obama and Governor Mitt Romney. The heat is causing officials at Oakland Pool and 18th Street Garden Shop in Charleston to make many changes to their daily routine because of the high heat and no rain. The race experience was only on campus for a short period of time, but the Division of Diversity and Inclusion will continue to host a number of events throughout the school year, which can be found on the Purdue website. Election Day is finally here, and students are all lined up at the Purdue Memorial Union to make their votes count, and many of them are vocalizing how important this election day may be. Investigations for the Purdue chapter of Beta Theta Pi fraternity has now come to a halt. The fraternity is now suspended for hazing and alcohol abuse. 100-degree weather isn't stopping July 4th celebrations in KZ and keeping people away from the food, music, and rides. But the highlight of this event will be when the sun goes down, and those in charge of the city's fireworks display say safety comes first.
We will shoot out of a bean field and over our trucker's diamond, which is our softball diamond.
Hutton says the fireworks will be on the corner of Southeast 4th and Tyler. The street will be barricaded and residents will be at least 400 feet away from the soybean field. KZ Fire Department officials say they'll take a hose to the beans to make sure they're good and wet, making them less likely of catching on fire. But just in case of an emergency,
we'll have 2 fire trucks on hand tonight, and also our EMA staff has been down here all day yesterday, all last night, and today.
Residents say the extra steps are important, especially when the conditions are so dry.
No, I have a lot of trust in our fire department and the authorities over that. So I mean, if they feel like it's safe enough, I think they know their business and they know when to make the right call.
Boland says he's grateful the wind is giving everyone a bit of relief for the holiday, and others are making sure
I'm drinking a lot of water.
Lots and lots of water.
Hutton says she expects to have a large turnout this year since the surrounding communities have postponed their fireworks. In KZ, I'm Tynisa Batemon for WEIU Newswatch.
Happy 4th of July!
Only 4 days ago, the parents of baby William had to pull a 2-foot-long ball python from the foot of their child. Police believe the snake escaped from a neighbor's apartment, and the boy's father says,
I still don't know where that snake or how that snake could have gotten in, whether it was from a cracked door, a hole in the ground, I don't know. And I don't know what else can get in.
The snake, which is not poisonous, was taken to the Coles County Animal Shelter, where it is currently being held. Animal shelter manager Julie Dieter says although the shelter handles 15 to 20 snakes a year, she's never seen anything quite like this.
Never seen a snake bite. I've seen squirrel bites, coon bites, horse bites, but I've never seen a snake bite, in the almost 17 years that I've been here. So this is a new one for everybody.
Mattoon resident Jenna Raby says she's devastated for her neighbors, and in her mind, it's a shocking situation.
I mean, I'm an animal lover, an absolute animal lover, but that's irresponsibility and it's dangerous and it's not necessary.
But for William's father, it was a parental instinct that led him to his son's room for a cry he's heard before.
The smallest whine, the smallest concern could be extremely important.
I couldn't even explain how I was feeling, to be quite honest. I don't even know. I didn't really feel anything at first, and then it went to panic, to being terrified. And
William's family says it's an incident they will never forget.
I'm still paranoid. Like I said, I check his room every night.
In Mattoon, I'm Tynisa Batemon for WEIU Newswatch. Good Tuesday evening, and thanks for joining us on tonight's edition of Newswatch Nightcap. Thanks, Nick. The hot temperatures and dry conditions this summer aren't just affecting work, they're affecting play as well. Newswatch's Anna Giles spent the day at a farm in Edgar County with more on this potentially dangerous situation. Good evening, Anna. Now, Anna, you discovered the issue with a buildup of toxins in the corn stalk isn't just a limited problem with feed. On Sunday, 25-year-old Jesse Storm went to retrieve an inflatable raft and didn't return to shore. That's a situation they're trying to avoid at Lake Shelbyville as they prepare for a large volume of people tomorrow. Newswatch's Anna Giles reports.